Watch elite athletes and you'll notice something strange. They look effortless, powerful yet relaxed, fast yet smooth. The secret isn't superior muscles or flexibility, but how they use what they have. The difference lies in force placement, relaxation points, and center of gravity management. Most importantly, much happens unconsciously because their brains and bodies are tuned to eliminate unnecessary actions. Translating unconscious excellence reveals key elements. First, elite athletes focus on results, not body parts, using external focus attending to equipment, targets, and ground reaction force. Research consistently shows external focus improves performance and learning. Second, posture is prepared before movement begins through anticipatory postural adjustments, pre-activating core and lower limbs before action starts. Third, elites maintain functional variability. Mastery isn't robotic fixation, but retaining adaptability. Fourth, they use springs for energy efficiency. For running, jumping, and cutting, using tendon and muscle elasticity matters more than raw strength. Why don't elites look strained despite generating massive power? Their strength comes not from exerting force, but from creating body states that don't interfere with force. The more force you try to apply, the slower movement becomes. When anxious, people rigidify, tensing abdomen, shrugging shoulders, bracing legs, and locking joints. This feels stable but represents the worst motor efficiency. Simultaneously tensing joints and muscles causes brain motor commands to cancel each other. This phenomenon, called co-contraction, increases with anxiety, but decreases with expertise. Skilled movement selectively activates only necessary muscles, while keeping interfering muscles quiet. Elites appear relaxed by avoiding unnecessary braking. The brain controls movement not by exerting force, but by stopping it. Motor control relies on brakes, not accelerators. The brain adjusts not how much to activate muscles, but how much to inhibit them. Beginners use all muscles slightly, lock joints, and move awkwardly. Elites sharply activate needed muscles, completely deactivate unneeded ones, and keep joints freely mobile. Unconsciousness isn't talent, but the final form of learning. Unconsciousness is brain automation of movement. Motor learning research explains improvement, means transitioning from conscious to automatic control. Initially, you consciously think about bending knees and engaging core. Beyond a certain stage, just thinking shoot, run, or hit makes your body automatically organize. The brain stops using the prefrontal cortex and switches to high-speed control via cerebellum and motor cortex. Another critical factor is pre-movement preparation. Before swinging, kicking, or jumping, people unconsciously pre-activate core and leg muscle activity through anticipatory postural adjustment. The more elite, the more they create support structures before center of gravity collapses and before sway occurs. From movement start, force transmits to ground and accelerates without loss. Here's a trap. Watching elite form and trying to replicate knee position or back angle makes movement heavy and awkward because consciousness enters the body too much. Research shows focusing externally on where to send the ball or how to push the ground facilitates motor automation better than focusing on arm movement. Elites don't manipulate their bodies but act on the environment. The better someone is, the less they watch their own body. Poor movers think about whether shoulders are tense, knees bent, and core stable, representing internal focus. Meanwhile, elites attend to how hard they push the ground, how the ball flew, and distance to opponents, focusing externally. Motor learning research consistently shows external focus reduces unnecessary muscle activity, increases force output, and stabilizes movement. The more you try to move your body well, the more the brain applies unnecessary brakes. The brain doesn't control parts, but patterns like ball trajectory, body center of gravity, and ground relationship. Elites don't think about contracting hamstrings, but about flying further forward, sinking deeper, or breaking through faster. At that moment, the brain automatically combines necessary muscles, deactivates unnecessary ones, and generates optimal movement patterns. Form isn't something you create, but something that emerges. Elite form emerges from control, preventing center of gravity collapse, force escape to ground, gaze destabilization, and breath holding. Simply mimicking form won't reproduce it. Unless spatial relationships change, body usage won't change. Almost all sport movements begin with ground reaction force. Elites don't step on the ground but push back against it, fundamentally changing force transmission. With ground pushing awareness, the body naturally creates force chains from feet through pelvis, core, and upper limbs. Movement lightens, speed increases, and joint burden decreases. Hearing that relaxation matters, people try to release force. But this backfires. The moment you consciously try to release force, the brain starts monitoring muscles again. Elites aren't releasing force, but simply working outward. When attention directs to results, unnecessary tension disappears automatically. Top athletes acquire not strong movements first, but unbreakable movements. When the body feels danger, the brain never allows full power output. Your ability to jump maximally or run fast occurs only when the brain judges. This posture is okay, and this joint angle won't break. This is nervous system safety control. If joints are unstable or center of gravity is off, the brain unconsciously applies brakes and reduces muscle output. Elite core isn't rigidly fixed, but retains subtle mobility margins. This play allows joints and muscles to disperse impact when unexpected force arrives, or contact occurs, directly connecting to injury reduction. Rigidly locked bodies appear stable, but actually represent the most dangerous state Yunaning can rewrite starting today. First, change the direction of consciousness. Not how to move the body, but where to act. Thanks for watching. Please hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up.